Okay, good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, and we're doing LoneStar 72. Okay, hope everything's going good. I hope these videos are useful for you. So we're going to start, we're going to do A, B, C, and D, and then we'll move on from there. A says complete each model and find the quotient. This is just like what you saw in yesterday's. You have 4 models, and you're going to take each model and you're going to break it in half. So we're going to break each one of our models in half. So 4 divided by 1/2 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 halves. So 4 divided by 1/2 would be 8. Okay? So for 5 divided by 1/3, you're going to divide each one of these models into 3 pieces. And then count each piece. For 7 divided by 1/2, you're going to take each one of these 7 models and cut them in half. Okay? If you need questions, just send me a dojo message, send me a Google Classroom message, whatever you need to do. Okay? Or give me a call. All right? Okay? B says find each product. Okay, what do? We ignore the decimal, right? So we just multiply. Those of you that get calculators, use your calculator. If you want to try it first and check your answer, that's perfect. Okay, I'll do the first one. 7 times 6 is 42, so we carry the 4, drop the 2. 7 times 0 is 0, add the 4. 7 times 2 is 14. And then we have 1 decimal with 1 number behind it, so I need 1 decimal in my answer. So my answer is 144.2. That's a decimal there. I know it's hard to see. Okay. So 144 and 2/10. Okay. You multiply like normal, count how many decimal places you have in your problem, and move the decimal that many places in your answer. Okay? Are we good? Okay, C, it says represent each number sentence. All right, so here's what I need you to remember with multiplying decimals. It says 4/10 times 6/10. That means in one direction, let's say vertically, which is up and down, you're going to mark off or shade in 4/10. That means 4 columns of 10. So this would be my 4/10. Okay? All right. And then horizontally, we're going to shade in 6/10. So either up at the top or down at the bottom, it's up to you. But you're going to shade in 6/10. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if you remember, we have a vertical and we have a horizontal. We have 4/10 vertically and 6/10 horizontally. And then where they overlap, is your answer. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there for you. 4/10 times 6/10. And the overlap is your answer. All right. And the last one, let's look. It says D, use the reference chart to calculate each conversions. Okay, well, I hope that you remember the Z chart. And there are 7 steps on the rung of a Z chart. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. and that the Big Daddy, we called him, was kilo. The little baby down here was milli, and centi was just above her head. And then on the main step, the belly button, we called it, is meters, liters, and grams. Okay. All right, so then we're going to take and we're going to just work the problems out. So let's start with this one. 1/2 divided, kilometers divided by, or 1/2 kilometers equals how many meters? Because if you have a half of a kilometer or a kilometer, what does a half look like? 1/2. That's top in, bottom out. 2 can't go into 1. So you have to add decimal and a 0. Bring the decimal to the top. And 2 goes in 10 5 times, right? So that means our problem is 5/10 of a kilometer or kilometer. So from kilometers, from kilo to meters, we're taking 1, 2, 3 steps down. We're going down the steps, so we're going to move the decimal to the right. So I'm going to go up to the 0.5 or 5/10 and go 1, 2, 3. Here's my decimal, and fill in the holes. So my answer would be 500. Okay. Oops, I don't want to get rid of that. I want to use this. So I'm going to move this out of my way. Erase it. I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to use... Alright. So let's do... let's do this one. 1 7/10. So 1.7 centimeters to millimeters. So I'm going down here to centi. Right here, I'm taking millimeters. That's 2 M's. Okay, remember this M right here is meter and it stands alone. This M right here is milli. The one at the bottom is milli. Millimeter. Milliliter. Milligram. So this one is the double M. So we're taking 1 step down. I moved down 1, so I'm going to the right. So I'm going to take my decimal and go 1 place to the right. And my decimal's there. So now my answer is 1.7 centimeters equals 17 millimeters. Okay? Just remember, if you go down the ladder, you're moving to the right. If you go up the ladder, you're going to the left. Okay? All right.